Two ideas tend to trip up finance students. First, the perpetuity. Second, what happens when your interest rate's compounding period doesn't match your payment period? Today we'll nail both. A perpetuity is a stream of payments that continues forever. Think of a charity endowment or certain government bonds. The valuation looks intimidating because it's infinite, but the present value collapses to a beautifully simple formula. Present value of a perpetuity equals the periodic payment divided by the discount rate per period. PV equals PMT over R. That's it. Why does it work? Each future payment, when discounted, gets smaller. The discount factor shrinks geometrically. The sum of an infinite shrinking geometric series converges to PMT over R. Example. A charitable foundation will pay your favorite school 5,000 shekels every year, forever. If your discount rate is 8%, what's the gift worth today? PV equals 5,000 divided by 0.08. PV equals 62,500 shekels. That's it. The infinite stream has a finite, calculable present value. Now an extension. If the payment grows at a constant rate g, you have a growing perpetuity. The Gordon growth formula. PV equals PMT divided by R minus g. If the same 5,000 grows at 3% forever and the discount rate is still 8%, present value is 5,000 divided by 5%, which is 100,000 shekels. The growth raises the present value substantially. Now the rate matching rule. Suppose you get paid quarterly, but you're quoted an annual rate. You cannot just plug the annual rate into a quarterly formula. You must convert. Two approaches. Approach 1. Convert the annual rate to a per-period rate. If the annual rate is 8% and compounding is annual, the equivalent quarterly rate is 1.08 to the 1/4 minus 1. That equals 1.94% per quarter. Use this in formulas where n is in quarters. Approach 2. Use the nominal rate of 8% divided by 4, which is 2% per quarter. This treats the annual rate as a quoted APR with quarterly compounding. The two approaches give slightly different answers. Make sure to use whichever the problem implies. The takeaway is, match the rate frequency to the payment frequency. Get this conversion right and infinite payment streams, mortgages, and bond pricing all yield to the same toolkit.